Alien Covenant is directed by Ridley Scott, and this is the next installment from Ridley Scott into the iconic horror franchise Alien that he created 38 years ago. And this film follows a ship called Covenant. They are on a terraforming and colonization mission going out to a planet that is almost a decade away still, when they run into a planet a few weeks away that already seems habitable and has a mysterious signal coming from it. However, when they get to the planet, they encounter these strange alien creatures as well as an android from a lost ship called the Prometheus named David, and they must find a way to escape the planet alive. Now, if you guys watched my Alien reviews from before, you know that I love 3 of the Alien films, that being Alien, Aliens, and Prometheus. And 2 of those films are directed by Ridley Scott. One thing about both of those films, as well as most of Ridley's films, is that they look absolutely gorgeous, and Alien Covenant is no different. This is a beautiful looking film, but that being said, it is also a very hollow film. There is not much going on beyond the surface of this film. That's not to say that any of the actors are very bad in this film. They are actually all very good, the standouts being surprisingly Danny McBride and Michael Fassbender. Danny McBride is very well known for his more comedic roles, so seeing him play a very serious role in this film was great, and he was actually very good in it. But Michael Fassbender stole the show every time he was on the screen as either Walter or David. Both of these characters are androids, one we had already seen in Prometheus. However, they were 2 completely different sides of the same coin, down to their accent. Michael Fassbender essentially played 2 completely separate roles in this film, and he nailed both of them perfectly. And as per tradition for alien films, this film creates a new type of alien called the Neomorph. And in a lot of the other films, we see that creating a new type of xenomorph is either a hit, a la the Alien Queen, or a miss with the Newborn. However, for me, this form worked very well, and part of the reason it worked very well was the terrifying new way that it is created. It's not a spoiler, we see it in the trailers. The Neomorphs come from this strange spore that once you step on it, it will go into your ear, or in some cases into your nostril, and it will actually infect you from there. It's different from your traditional xenomorph. I really enjoyed that. And the way that they came out of you as well in different ways, like one of them burst through a dude's spine. That was gory, it was satisfying, and it was terrifying. However, like I said, this film is hollow, and there is really nothing beyond the surface of this film, including with some of these characters. Besides David and Walter, everyone in this film were your generic horror film people. You knew when they were gonna die, they didn't really have anything to them. I mean, in Prometheus, Elizabeth Shaw was obsessed with finding our creators because she couldn't create herself. She was barren. She couldn't have children, so she wanted to find our creators. So she had something to her. However, the main female in this film, Daniels, we don't really see a motivation for her. She just lands on this planet with the Covenant and shit ensues. Which, to be fair, that is how Sigourney Weaver was treated in the first Alien film, but as the films go on, we did get a lot more on her. And I really wanted to see more of the Prometheus storyline. I mean, there are certain themes that do actually correlate with Prometheus. However, since not many people like Prometheus, they completely ended that storyline abruptly, and I did not like the way that they handled it at all. However, I know that a lot of people who dislike Prometheus disagree with me on that, but since I love Prometheus, I want to see more of the engineers, I want to see more of their culture, and I think the way they kind of ended it was just a way to end Prometheus and get back to the Alien franchise. Which to me is an issue because not every single film in the Alien franchise has to go around the aliens. That's what they tried with Prometheus, and of course people bitched. But when you look at like Star Wars, not everyone bitches when they don't have Jedi in it. I thought Prometheus was great. I think we should see more of the engineers, but the way they ended that storyline, it doesn't look like we're going to, and that's very disappointing to me. However, my biggest issue with this film is a spoiler, and normally I don't like talking about spoilers in my review, but I'd be a little remiss to not mention this one since it is actually a very big issue with this film. I'm gonna put it right here in the right hand corner. You guys have been warned. Alright, so in this film we find out that David is the one who's creating the xenomorphs. He dropped the black liquid on the engineers in this film, and he has been experimenting on the body of Elizabeth Shaw after he brutally murders her. And through these experiments we get the xenomorph. However, in Prometheus, we also see a mural of an alien inside the alien ship. complete with the crown of an alien queen as well as 2 facehuggers. So very clearly, the xenomorph has been around for thousands of years. So how's David just creating them right now? And David also says in this film that he has created these eggs for the xenomorphs, and they are classic xenomorph eggs. But we also know that a queen is needed to actually make those eggs. So how did David make them? This was something that really bothered me about this film, something that I didn't even realize until I watched Prometheus after I saw Alien Covenant. Alright guys, spoilers are done, you're good to go. Overall, this is a very enjoyable film. I had a great time watching it in the theater, but it does create a bunch of continuity issues as well as being very hollow. Regardless, I'm going to give Alien Covenant a B-. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I know I haven't been around a lot. I've been out for work, and I'm back for this week, so hopefully I can get you guys reviews for Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales, Baywatch, and Wonder Woman before I'm out again for the rest of June. Yeah, you guys aren't going to be getting really any reviews for June. I might do a retrospective look at June at the beginning of July before I kick back into full swing in July. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this, you can like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.